Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go. Oh, yeah, you got it, you got it. At 18. That's it.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Stuffing him behind the line there, that's Daiyan Henley. Really nice play.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Hey, Uno. We speed left.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chase Brown. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Andy Borregales set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Cowboy, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Watch the whip. Check out.
To throw is Daniels. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Matt Milano on the tackle.
The Vikings had 1-7 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here we go, shot. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown, and he'll get a few yards here to the 34. So this game, Charles, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Oh, okay. 118. What's that?
Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And he will have a Ravens first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Oh, ready?
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And they do finally get him at the 12. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Chase Brown with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Andres Borregales set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. Panther Street. 60 by check out.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Hawk, set, hurt.
Here's Daniels. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Swap. Another swap.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Look, 18, 11. Hey!
Now Stroud. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Speed comes off the edge there, Charles, from the end, and he blindsides him.
And the guy who's supposed to protect the quarterback, maybe the highest paid guy on the offensive line, the left tackle, hard to deal with there. Defensive end had too much speed and got to him.
Okay.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Dobbins running out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On the set.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
2nd and 10.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Watch the switch. Ready? 19 Tiger. Roy. Get up.
Daniels looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Now 2nd and 3. Right back to Brown. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 49-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 126 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Chase Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Andres Borregales set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Cougar 19. Ready?
Now Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
On the set.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
In punt formation.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for Baltimore. 1st down.
Running right, here's Brown. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's 2nd and 10.
On the quick, right? 19 Texas.
As Stroud now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Buggy. Here we go, let's go. Look, 118, what's that?
An inside give, Brown. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Andy Borregales is set to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5.
Cup 19, Cup 9, let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bob.
Back to throw. Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, shot. Check out.
A quick pass out to Aguilar. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Come on, set. Like 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
70 Timberwolf. Ready.
It's caught by Aguilar. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
First down.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
Ready. 70 right there.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. They go play action. Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Connects with Kittle underneath.
Daniels pass.
It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Bronco 80. Omaha.
Stay at home.
Ready.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Prater's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 46.
Hey, Sal. Why, Tony? Hey! Tonight.
Stroud to throw it. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The full start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Oh, ready. On 18. Let's hit. Tonight.
Stroud. A short throw to Ingram. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
11. 18. What's that? Hey, uno. I got it. Tonight.
Again, it's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Handing it off to Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Chase Brown, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Borregales now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Vikings 8.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Let's go.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Motion,
Hawk
motion,
70,
motion.
Hawk 70.
To throw is Daniels. Connects with Kittle underneath. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Go.
To the air goes Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here we go. Shot.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the 50.
Yeah, and even though you're on your... Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Martin. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Oh, hey.
This is Brown going up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Another run for Brown on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Chase Brown, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rasul Douglas picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And his stellar campaign continues. That now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year, a number that very few running backs have ever reached in a single NFL season.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Andres Borregales set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard
and hold on
line.
here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Let's go, baby.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Lions.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come on, set. Cowboy 80. Hut, go. Chop alert. Check go.
Daniel's going to try the sneak, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Here's a give to Brown. And he's got it down to the 28.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, here we go, D. Here we go.
Ah, what's that? 118. What's that? Today.
On the handoff, this is Brown. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
We gotta get ready.
Here we go. Let's go. 118. What's up? Tonight.
They give it to Brown. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Baltimore, first down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.